Good evening, everybody, and happy Wednesday. I'm Sarah Priebus, and you all know that I'm not a regular host. I'm a cool host. And on Wednesdays, we watch Today on Display. Oh, and also, on this Wednesday, we wear pink because it's National Pink Day. So open up that bottle of rosé or Pepto-Bismol, whatever you're in the mood for. Get into something comfortable, maybe a pink slip, and blast some of your favorite tunes. Recently, I'm really into DisplayFest performer Pink Sweats. By the end of this show, you all are going to be tickled pink by all the fun we are about to have. Because tonight, we are going to kick things off with our app du jour, aka our display tip of the day. Then we're going to feature some of our favorite content through rose-colored lenses, of course. After that, we're sitting down with pilot and adventurer Alex Coten and friend of the show, former NFL superstar Tiki Barber, to discuss his new Teamworks initiative. And last but not least, we'll complete our night with a game of trivia where you could win up to $10,000. It's all happening right here in the app. Speaking of which, you want to learn something new? How about how to check your stats through our analytics feature? Views, likes, comments, shares, supports. Yes, be a social media athlete with those stats. Here's how. Let's take a look how you can do this. So you're going to click on the menu at the top left corner, okay? The one with a couple of lines, perfect. Then you are going to go head on over to Insights, which is about 3 rows down. You're going to click on Insights. And then you're going to start to see some stats. So right here you see your views, your likes, your comments. You see a little graph. Now if you swish over to the right, if you toggle over to the right, you can get some additional info. Great. You see shares, you see supports, how many supports you are getting. Now here's another cool thing. If you click on the calendar icon, you actually can search by week, by month, or last 3 months. So your past history to see if your engagement has been improving. Because really, you can only compare yourself to yourself, right? We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to other people. Improvement is what you're doing with yourself. So check it out. Who's here? Who's been improving here on display? Is it because of all my tips? I hope so. Hey everyone, welcome BCHG, Josiah Sky, We Was Free, Monkey Cow, Nisha, Puro, Hit is here, Cookie Monster's in the house, that Subaru guy is here, Milky Fruits, Dav31, my fave, Icy Flame. We got the entire crew here today. Hello, Chaz. Hey, Jade Bo. Good to see everybody. All right, guys, stick around because next up, we're celebrating National Pink Day.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's check out some of the key features of your home screen. On the top left is the Display TV icon. Tap it and see what Sarah Priebus and the Display TV entertainment team have created for you. It's always on 24/7. Tap the bell icon on the top right to check notifications sent to you, including friend requests, who's following, community invitations, and more. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Display 2021. Let's go. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Hey. This that new money, let the drugs drop. Cut that bitch off with a ball drop. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sit down, forget about all the crazy things that I do. See, I know you're mad, I take it back, I never wanted to hurt you. The truth is my pride is too strong, I can't keep this wall up no more.
All up in her mix, she be mixing with the red. She the plug, she finesse, she the one they call the gold. She don't stress, she don't trip, and she fuck with all my bros. So if I gotta choose someone.
Welcome back to Today on Display. I'm your host, Sarah Priebus. Is today feeling like La Vida Loca or more like La Vie en Rosé? Because as I mentioned, today is National Pink Day. And I personally never realized how many things in nature are pink. Cotton candy, Starburst, nail polish. Okay, maybe those aren't so natural. But let's see what our displayees have been posting that's pink. Let's see. We've got fashion friends from Chioma. Look at that pink blazer. Colors, baby. I am loving it. A fashion queen, honey. Let's see what else we got. What else do we have? Oh, our favorite Shalita Taylor. Look at that pink wig. The pink pops of color on those eyelids. We just had Shalita on the other day. We had a lot of fun playing Trend It or End It. Shalita is incredible. Look at that photo. I love it. Such joy and celebrating National Pink Day in style. What else have we got? Oh, beautiful flowers. Now those are natural. And I love it. We're seeing a tourist attraction in another part of the world through Lenny. Thank you, Lenny, for sharing those. Those are beautiful. Then we have fake roses. These are fake because they are cupcakes. They're flower cupcakes, and honestly, those are too pretty to eat. So don't put those in front of me. They'll just make me sad that I can't eat them because they're so gorgeous. Great job, Sylvia. I love them. From Amay, we have this beautiful pink tulip field with a pink bike. Can you be any pinker, Amay? Oh my gosh, that is stunning. What a photo op. All right, this is natural too. You know what I love about this? I always thought flamingos were pinker. And I love that they're actually just such a pale shade of pink here with pops of pink on their beaks. Love is in the air. Oh, they're so beautiful, so sweet. We love the flamingos. And of course, a pink sky. A pink sky. Maybe you're on a pink cloud. I'm always on a pink cloud when I'm on this show, chatting with my display bees. Love this photo, Anne. That is a gorgeous capture. Thanks for sharing. Do we have any more pink stuff? Any pink stuff from
cocktail?
My display
I always
people?
cut up my garnish first. Then I cut up the rest of the watermelons.
This is
and fruits.
awesome.
This makes the best frozen
We have a
margaritas
bunch of different
without
ways
ice.
to
Tequila,
prep
honey,
watermelon.
and
We have a
lime
watermelon
juice.
Rita.
Blend away.
We have
Should
something
take
that
less
comes
than
in a
10 seconds.
blender right now.
Get your 2 glasses.
Oh my
garnish
gosh,
and
look at that. Those pink
Goodbye.
drinks. I'll
Let me
take
show
one of
you
those
how I
pink
work.
drinks,
I
please.
mean,
Then we've got
I start with the most narrow side
watermelon
and take off the green
infused
rind. Then
water.
slice the
Okay, I
thin
need to
rounds.
get me some
Add
of
slices
this
of lime to
this
enjoy
summer.
great
Look at
tasting
this cool
watermelon
trick.
butter.
That is a way to
Let's
stay
take this
hydrated.
out.
And finally, we have this
Start
watermelon
with the
prosciutto
watermelon radish
salad.
and add some ingredients.
Ah,
This is spinach.
This is
I add
summer
salt,
on a
radish,
plate.
and some tomatoes.
Radishes
I also like to
and
add some crispy bread
tomatoes
to this.
and
I place
oh
some
yes, you
watermelon
had me at
cubes inside some
carbs
prosciutto.
and watermelon
After
and
all, the
prosciutto.
watermelon
Oh my
prosciutto
gosh,
salad.
I believe there's
Place some
Parmesan on
watermelon
this.
cubes around as well.
Head on
I
over
like
to
shave
H.
some
Louise's
Parmesan onto the
page,
salad.
for
Sprinkle on some
some
nuts. This is
good
special.
recipe
Fresh cracked black pepper,
suggestions
splash
and
of olive
just
oil, and
on
hot pepper
brand
flakes
for
completes the salad.
National Pink Day. I love it. Have you all posted anything for National Pink Day? Well, if you haven't, that's okay. Get on it right now. There's always inspiration to be found in the National Day calendar, I have said. And I'm celebrating, clearly, by wearing pink. What's everyone saying? There we go. This is a fun fact from JD Bow, who says, flamingos are born white. They get pinker from eating pink shrimp. Ah, and I love shrimp too. So that makes lots and lots of sense. Awesome. Well, again, guys, tag Display TV and Today on Display if you want to be featured. And of course, be sure you're posting that awesome original content and following the trending hashtags. We'll be right back with aviation extraordinaire Alex Coten. We've got former Giants running back Tiki Barber here. Plus, we've got trivia for up to $10K in cash prizes. Don't miss it.
Welcome to Display Tips. The bottom menu bar unlocks many rich features. Tap the home icon to refresh and bring you back to your newsfeed. To search for friends, tags, and discover new content, tap the search icon. Reaching out or receiving messages from friends and followers is easy and right here. Your profile gives you access to all things about you. Tap the Create icon to go to the media screen and create original content and even live stream. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Jamed. Armani EP out right now. Yeah, ayy, yeah, ayy, you say you gon' cuff me, but I don't see no cops around. I sippin' on bubbly, I can't put this cup down. Why you say you John for me, but that's not in your bag?
Say what's on your mind so I get the message. Just give me a time when you need a blessing. A blessing. I need you right now, yeah, you and your best friend. And a best friend. You talk a good game.
So many lights, 90 nights in my grow room. So many heights, taking flights when I hit the bloom. Started up a couple plans, blowing up the block. Best in the West, couldn't keep my shit in stock.
Welcome back to Today on Display. Our first guest today is digital creator, branding genius, as well as pilot and adventure Alex Coten. Let's take a look at some video highlights to get us started. Okay, please help me welcome Alex Coten. What's up, Alex? How's it going?
Having me here today.
Yeah, we're super excited. I mean, I want that life. How do I get that? That looks super fun. I mean, you were underwater, you were fishing, you were in all kinds of vehicles. Would you say you're a thrill seeker?
I think it's safe to say a professional thrill seeker.
I think so. So now, Alex, as a social media expert, you know that social media profiles are how you present yourself to the world. So today, we want to take a look at yours with a game we like to call Posted Up. So, Posted Up is basically us digging up your post and you giving us the story behind it. Whatever story you want to tell is fine with us, either how you capture the content, if there's a little bit of a horror story there, or something that maybe we didn't even get to see as part of the post. So let's take a look at the first post that we pulled for you. Okay, I am jealous of this right off the bat because of the caption, which just says, lunch trip to the Keys. I mean, is this how you live your life? Do you just like jet set off to wherever you want on a quick lunch break?
Well, sometimes. So I've been really fortunate that I've done a great job networking in aviation. So I have a lot of cool opportunities to fly interesting aircraft and have fun with my friends. So most of it's unplanned. It happens on the fly. But yes, I try to do something fun in an airplane or helicopter a few days a week.
Did you say on the fly on purpose?
On the fly.
That was a pretty good one. You beat me to
Yeah,
it.
good one.
So when you said that you were jetting to the Keys, you're based in Tampa?
Based in West Palm Beach.
In West Palm Beach. So how quick is a flight to the Keys?
So it's about a 6.5 hour drive, but in a jet, it's about 32 minutes.
Awesome. Yeah. If you ever want to call me up and fly me somewhere, I'm all on board.
This weekend.
Let's do it. Let's take a look at the second post that I pulled for you. Oh my goodness. And if you keep watching that, it actually almost looks like you go upside down. Do you?
We do, yeah. So that's a max performance climb in an F-16. So you take off, you go to the end of the runway, then you pull straight up, then around, upside down.
I mean, roller coaster, schmoller coaster. Who needs that when you can do it with a plane? That's
right.
crazy.
It's a 60,000-foot roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. So I'm guessing there's no fear of heights, no motion sickness, none of that?
A little bit of motion sickness once in a while. That was the hardest flight in my life.
The one that we just saw?
That was my bucket list to fly with the military in a military fighter jet.
Oh my, and when did that take place?
That took place in November of 2019. And it's an impossible task for a civilian to pull that off. So I was told for the past 15 years, it'll never happen, never happen, never happen. And when I hear it's never going to happen, that gets me more focused and more interested in making that happen. So I was fortunate enough to do a marketing campaign for the Air Force and create content at Nellis Air Force Base and fly in an F-16.
Oh my gosh, so you made it happen. I mean, I feel like that's a thing for a lot of us, but I'll speak for myself. Yeah, if somebody says no, I'm like, okay, you're not telling me no. I'm definitely turning that no into a yes. So really, really cool. And I mean, wow, that footage, is that with the GoPro?
That was with a GoPro. I'm the only person to handhold a GoPro in a fighter jet like that.
That's insane. All right, let's take a look at...
Then the backstory there was,
please.
I wanted to be a fighter pilot. So in high school, I went to see a recruiter to join the Air Force. They told me no. They said, Alex, it's not for you. You need to go to college and pursue your business interests and career. So that's what I did. Then I got caught up running my businesses. And by the time I was 27 years old, I was too old to join the Air Force. And I wanted to tell this story to the youth. So a big part of this campaign I did with the Air Force was motivating the youth and showing them the opportunities out there and don't miss out like I did.
Good for you. I love that. Let's take a look at the next post that we dug up. Okay, so this is another thing that you just have lying around. Is this yours?
It is not. It's a friend. So the airplanes aren't mine. The cars aren't mine. The expensive toys are not mine. So I'm personally not there financially to a place where I can afford all these cool things. But I've been fortunate enough to meet the right people and make the right friends, and I'm able to operate any high-performance toy at a professional level, whether it's an airplane, a motorcycle, a speedboat. So I've created this amazing circle of people and built trust in people, so I've had access to all these cool things.
I mean, so it definitely seems it is who you know. It is who you know, and it also is what you know, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be letting you use their things if you were not professionally trained to use them. Those are expensive toys to lend out.
Absolutely. And we can all get there and have them, but we have to work really hard to get there. And that's kind of the story I tell and what I do.
I mean, that's great. It's really cool that you've worked so hard to actually pursue something that you have such passion for and be able to do it professionally. I think that's an inspiration to a lot of people. And then, of course, you telling the story to young people so that they can do sort of the same thing.
That's right. Everybody can do it if they put their mind to it.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the next one. This is wild. Your mom is losing her head. We'll say head. And this shows me you have a sense of humor, and also she reminds me of what I would be doing in these circumstances. So is she always like this when you take her up? How often is she a willing participant in this?
This was my first time getting her in any type of aircraft, let alone a helicopter. So I've gotten her into fast cars and Lamborghinis and Ferraris and scared her to death. But this was my first time actually getting her in the air. She was a trooper, but she did not do that well with it. She was yelling and screaming the entire time. So I put together a 4-part series of before we take off, a couple videos in the air, then her reaction for when we landed. It's
pretty hilarious, and I think your mom, it's fair to say, is probably many of us is spirit animal. Like, that would definitely be me. I love when she's screaming at you and you're turning around with the GoPro and she's like, Yeah, it's pretty good. So you guys definitely go check them out on display to catch any of those videos and get the full commentary because it's pretty classic. Let's take a look at the next one. What is this charity? What is this giant check for?
So my passion is airplanes, cars, events, fashion, showing people a great time, and giving back to charity. So 2 of my friends and I, we have an annual event called Wheels, Wings, and Fashion. And it's exactly all that. So we have an airplane hangar at an airport. We have private jets there, fighter jets, the rarest exotic cars, great food, first-class fashion show, and it's all for charity. So this is our 3rd year doing it. We donated a total of $20,000 to our 2 charities this year.
Bravo, that's amazing. Okay, we got another video. I'm obsessed with these. All right, so I'm thinking we're all familiar with the Blue Angels. What a treat. Flying over. That is the best view of the Blue Angels I've ever seen. Tell me about this.
So I went to Buffalo, New York last weekend. That's where I was born and raised, and there was a big annual air show there. So I was fortunate enough to go there and go to the performer parties, hang out with the Blue Angels, hang out with the other pilots, and then we were on a boat watching the planes fly over, so we were able to create some really cool content.
Very cool. You have a lot of cool content, so I'm going to keep it moving because I'm learning a lot about you through your content. Is this how you prepare to fly people?
It is. So it's a flight simulator here in my condo, and it runs on virtual reality. So you can look down and see your legs pressing the pedals. You would literally get motion sickness on this if you're not used to flying planes and going upside down. It's that real.
I mean, I'm just going to get one of these and then start flying myself everywhere. So thanks for the inspiration.
There you go. So before my Thunderbirds flight, I was familiar with that airport, with the ground, what we're going to fly over, with the aircraft. So I was able to take control of that F-16. I've never even been in one. That simulator had me prepare for the performance, what it's going to feel like, and the visuals.
Very cool. All right, I got another video for you folks. Let's take a look. This is all about the perspective. Check this out, how huge this is. I don't even think the word massive does it justice. And as you watch Alex get out with his GoPro on a stick and capture that sort of bird's eye view of everything, that is pretty wild.
That was my first time using the GoPro Max camera with that 360. So you can zoom out, zoom in, and it eliminates the stick. So first time using it, and that was at the Pima Air Museum in Arizona. And you're not supposed to go on that engine, I found out, with a lot of comments on my posts, but you're always better off asking for forgiveness than permission.
Too late. Y'all,
That's right.
We will be right back with Alex. We're putting him on the spot, plus trivia and a brand new game we're playing with Tiki Barber are coming up, so don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
I'm feeling away, I just might lose my mind. I'm starting to feel like you're a waste of time. I'm chasing a feeling that I can't define.
Let's go. Ain't no comparison, not to be arrogant. When you this good, you don't worry about narratives. Fuck your opinion, the fact is we wanna know one day they all wanna stop and they stare at us. Whoa, rings only, big trophy. Big bag, brinks only, ayy, brinks only. How they got rich and turned into my big homie, ayy, big homie. How they got rich and turned into my big.
If you believe in making money, let me hear you say hell yeah. Now let me holler at your partner. I spit this game, been your ear for a minute. Now quit complaining about how you can't spend it, cause you ain't.
Welcome back. This is Today on Display. I'm your host, Sarah Priebus, and I'm here with a jack of all trades, Alex Coten. Hello, hello, hello. It's time to get to know him a little bit better. in on the spot. So we're putting you in the hot seat and we want to ask you a couple of questions. And we're starting with, what first got you interested in aviation?
Well, I would see the planes fly overhead when I was a kid, and I knew I had to be a pilot. I knew I was gonna be a pilot. I had a middle-class upbringing, did not have the means to be a pilot throughout my childhood, nor high school or college, but I was gonna make it happen. I love thrill-seeking, and flying is the ultimate.
So I guess the next question is, how did you make that a reality?
Well, I started my first business after college and started doing well for myself. So I started taking flight lessons on my own. Then I wasn't able to complete it because the economy tanked. Then about 6 years later, I moved to West Palm Beach, Florida. Then I said, I'm gonna continue this mission. What really struck me was when NASA ended the space program. I knew that kids aren't gonna have astronauts to look up to, won't have pilots to look up to. So I said, I'm gonna do something about it. I will be a public figure in aviation and get the youth excited about flying and keep them excited.
And you did. I mean, you've done it in so many ways. You really have made a name for yourself. And speaking of aviation, it's also a classic cocktail. And I hear that you're a bit of an entrepreneur in the spirit space as well. So tell me about that.
Sure. 5 years ago, I started a vodka company by mistake with my friend Frank and Seth. We knew nothing about spirits. I knew I did not want to be in the spirits business, but there's a problem at my condo. When I host people, we'd mix up our drinks. So the solution we came up with, put a plastic colored monkey on each drink. A red monkey in your drink, blue on mine, solve the problem. We go out to bars and restaurants with these plastic monkeys and people said, what is that? Can I have one? What does it mean? So we gave these monkeys out while we're at bars and people would take pictures, it started conversations, and it became the social movement of having fun. People sent us pictures of these plastic monkeys. We didn't know what to do with them. We knew that Instagram and Facebook were for pictures. I didn't know much about social media at the time. We started social media accounts named Monkey in Paradise. It was a plastic monkey and we live in paradise. That was it. We reposted pictures that people sent us. After a year, about 10,000 followers on the social media pages. And we knew it was a special marketing platform. And we saw how boring the spirits industry was. We said, we're gonna start a vodka company.
Good for you. So what's the biggest piece of advice that you have for people who wanna make a career on social media?
Be yourself. Everything I do is by the seat of my pants. Nothing's planned, believe it or not. Very rarely is something planned. Something like I did with the Thunderbirds, planned, but the flying and my day-to-day content is as it happens. So be yourself. Don't try too hard and be genuine, relate with the people.
And definitely have fun, right? It seems like you're having a lot of fun in every single one of your ventures that you pursue. So if you had to pick one of your toys, right? And I know now that they're not your toys, they're your friends' toys.
Not yet, not yet.
Which one would it be? I almost want to say that planes shouldn't be included in this because I feel like that would probably be the fave. Am I right there?
You're right.
So give me your second. Give me your second.
Boy. Well, I'm kind of tired of cars. I like boats because they're very social and they bring a lot of people out and show people a great time.
All right, a boat it is. Now, you seem to be a pretty fearless guy. You know, we've seen you underwater. We've seen you doing the climb into the air. Are you scared of anything? What would you say maybe a fear of yours is?
I have one fear. Being bored.
Being bored?
That's scary.
I wonder, are you okay with like sitting with yourself?
No.
No. Fair
I've
enough.
had guests in my spare bedroom for 45 days straight.
Oh my goodness. So is there a place that you want to fly to but you haven't yet?
I think Cuba would be really cool, or someplace in South America.
Someplace in South America. Well, let me know when you're gonna make that trip. I will invite myself on board. Alex, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on here. say goodbye to everyone. And I just want to give a reminder that you guys can all follow him on display. He's at Alex Coten. Y'all, we are spinning the wheel for trivia next.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's check out some of the key features of your home screen. On the top left is the Display TV icon. Tap it and see what Sarah Priebus and the Display TV entertainment team have created for you. It's always on 24/7. Tap the bell icon on the top right to check notifications sent to you, including friend requests, who's following, community invitations, and more. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
So baby, ooh, what's up? Once I get inside of you, know I'm the truth. Start at 1, we don't end up out 2. And if I finish early, then it's round 2. So baby, ooh, what you wanna do? I'm a bungee jump inside it, I'm a fool. Say I'ma suck it, I'ma live.
Hey, plug walk. I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk. Pick him up in a space coupe, I don't let my plug walk. You, new freak, had to cut my other little bitch off. Ooh.
She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap. Turn up, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, yeah, clap. She make it clap, yeah, clap.
Welcome back to Today on Display. It's time to spin the wheel for trivia. If you don't know how this works, I'm going to tell you right now. So we're going to spin this wheel. We got different slots on here that are going to determine how much money we're playing for in trivia later. So we got $1,000, $2,500, $5,000, and of course, the question mark. Now, if we land on a question mark, you will vote on the value of the question mark. I've got 4 different values behind 4 different envelopes, all the way up to $10,000. So let's do this. Let's spin the wheel. What's it gonna be? Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're playing for $5,000! Woo! We didn't even have to risk a question mark. Look at that. $2,500 the last 2 nights, and now we're at $5,000. Mama's fingers are hot, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here's how it's gonna work. You're gonna stay right where you are in this app. Later on, after Tiki Barber, the questions are gonna pop right up on your screen. Just make sure you're holding it horizontal. Just kidding. Make sure you're holding it vertically like this so that you can play. And of course that you're connected to good Wi-Fi. There's gonna be 10 questions total. You're gonna have 10 seconds to answer each one. If you get one wrong, you are out of the running for the prize money, but you can keep playing along with everyone in the app. Now, if you get them all right, you get a piece of that $5,000 that we just spun. All right, y'all, we'll be right back with Tiki Barber.
It's a new year. Display 2021. Let's go. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Hey, baby, work gone, bustin' wild. Just that new money, let the drugs drop. Cut that bitch off when the ball drop. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sit down, forget about all the crazy things that I do. See, I know you're mad, I take it back, I never wanted to hurt you. The truth is my pride is too strong, I can't keep this wall up no more.
All up in her mix, she be mixing with the red. She the plug, she finesse, she the one they call the gold. She don't stress, she don't trip, and she fuck with all my bros. So if I gotta choose someone.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language, identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Welcome back to Today on Display. I'm your host, Sarah Priebus, and our next guest has a new show coming out on Display TV. It's athlete, host, and entrepreneur Tiki Barber. What's up, Tiki? How's it going?
I am fantastic, Sarah. Good to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's so good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been, but I'm excited to be back because lots of good things are happening in the display world, as all of our downloaders know. And as you know, you're back in studio. I love this. You're not virtual anymore.
Back in studio, and we're playing trivia, and we're talking to incredible creators here on the app. It's definitely been a really amazing journey, and one that I think, you know, you've been on. We've taken all of our viewers and the creators on the platform on, and so it's really, really been such an incredible experience. So it's great to have you with us. And before we do a deep dive into, of course, all of the things that we're cooking up here on Display, we actually wanted to get to know you a little bit better through your content in a little segment that we like to call Posted Up. So essentially, I pulled a couple of your posts from your display page, and I just want to get a little bit more about the story behind the post. So let's take a look at the first one that I've got for you today. This looks like a little behind the scenes. Tell me about this.
Yeah, this is a good shot here. This is the photo of me. Hold on, I gotta move this closer. I can't even see it as I pull in. Yeah, this is my virtual home for the last 16 months, 15 months. I do a radio show, national radio show on CBS Sports Radio, and we're simulcast on CBS Sports Network, which is the TV version of our radio show. And they sent us a link. It's a Zoom link, just like I'm doing right now. But sometimes they give us the link of what they're seeing in the studio.
Wow.
So while me and BT, Brandon Tierney, my co-hosts, are at home, there's all these different elements that they have to create. And it's obviously gotten a lot more complicated because we're broadcasting from home as opposed to the studio. So that picture was my laptop that I was looking at while doing my radio show / TV show. So it's complicated, but we've gotten used to it.
That's pretty cool. You know, one of the things that I learned while doing a Zoom show, which is where we first spoke, is
right.
I had to learn to speak into the lens of the computer rather than actually looking at the person that I'm talking to.
That's right. That's right. It's all about how you situate your camera. You have to put your camera somewhere where you're seeing the image, but it's close enough to your camera so your eyes aren't like, so I'm not looking like this.
Exactly.
So instead I'm looking up here. So I have you sitting at the top of my computer screen, which is right next to my camera. Therefore,
well, thank
your
you.
Your beautiful look is staring down at me while I talk actually to you.
That's great. Okay, I have another one here for you. What is this? What is an iFit trainer? Tell me about this.
So we all know about, you know, these virtual or at-home fitness craze that obviously took over during the pandemic. I mean, people couldn't go to gyms were closed. And so a lot of fitness companies started to create content that people could work out to at home. One of those was Icon, like the Nautilus machines that you all see. And they asked me to be an iFit trainer. iFit is their workout series video. And they started a new series called Train with a Pro. And so I went out to a field in New Jersey. Everything was masked and it was chaos. I'm running around other than when I was actually working out with a mask on. But we took them through some of my workout regimens that I now use, not when I was using when I was playing, because that would have been deadlifting and, you know, putting up absurd and obscene amounts of weight. But I run now. I've run 13 marathons, Sarah. And so I did this running a training series, but also some cardiovascular and some high intensity training workouts, push-ups, you know, field squats, some yoga stretching training as well. And it was fun. I had a great time doing it. And I'm officially now an iFit trainer, which is cool.
Bravo. I'm going to take a class with Tiki Barber. That's so fun. 13 marathons too. Whew.
Yep. And I'm signed up for New York City. New York City is coming back.
I gotta get there. I've been running a lot. I actually had a hip injury during the pandemic because I was running too much and not training appropriately to build up that strength to go with the running the distance. But I'm back now, and maybe one of these days I'll join you in a marathon. It's a
Hey,
goal
let
of
me
mine.
know. I'm a Team for Kids ambassador with New York Road Runners. I have a great relationship with those folks. So let me know and we'll get you down. And it's fun. It's one of the great marathons in all of the world because of the people that come out, whether it's in Brooklyn or Queens. And certainly once you get back into Manhattan and you finish in Central Park, it's amazing.
That's awesome. All right, I got another one for you. Let's take a look. All right, now if I'm
There you go.
correct, this is because you had him on your old show.
It was
on this platform. So, I mean, we're going to dive into a little bit in a second what your new show might be around. But yeah, tell me a little bit more about this.
Yeah, so Adam Wrights is my running partner. He's the guy who's motivating me. He lives just down the street from me in Madison. He's a teacher, and so we've gotten close over the last 6 or 7 years. And my PR in the marathon, I'm an old man now. I just turned 46, and so it's not going to be anything spectacular. But I hit 4:18 because he pushed me through it. Adam's got a PR of about 3:10, 3:05 or so. So he's actually a really good marathoner.
Wow.
But I had him on my old show, which was called Running It Back. You see the pun there? Running It Back with Tiki Barber. And we just talked about running and my joy of running and the love and the camaraderie that the running community all has for one another. I think it's so unique, and it's something different than what I'm used to doing professionally or athletically, I should say, where it's so competitive. Like, I win, you lose. Running is collective. Like, when you start a marathon or a 5K or 10K, you're not winning, right? You're not winning. So you might as well have some fun. And everyone pushes each other and encourages one another. If you see somebody struggling, you give them a hand and pick them up and push them along their way. And Adam has been that for me for the last half decade. And so he's my running partner. He'll be running with me again back in November 7th for the New York City Marathon.
I love that. I mean, truly the only person that you can compete against is yourself in this. But shout out to my current running buddy, Chaz. You know
There it
Chaz.
is.
So I got to just say shout out to Chaz.
Chaz May is the man.
He pushes me. All right, I think I got 2 more. So we got one more
Okay.
here. This one says that you're excited for the new things coming up. Can you tell us about any of the new things?
Yes, we do. There's a lot of new things, obviously on display in particular. We shut down my show during the pandemic, the latter end of the pandemic, and we're going to relaunch it because of a brand new partnership that we at Display are so excited to announce with Teammates. Now, most people haven't heard of Teammates, but Teammates is an app that a lot of colleges and universities are using to manage the schedules of their student athletes. Student athletes have, training table, they have tutoring, they have practice, they have their schoolwork, they have all of these moving parts in their lives, and Teammates helps them organize it. They have partnered with Display through their influencer marketing arm called Influencer, which also has this relationship with the universities to provide pictures and social media content, because what we've now found out is that name, image, and likeness, you've probably heard this a million times if you follow sports at all, name, image, and likeness is happening in college sports, meaning kids that are in college playing major sports like football or basketball or even Olympic sports like track and field and soccer, etc., can now monetize their brands via their name, image, and likeness. They can get in partnerships with, say, a car dealership, or they can run camps and get paid for it. Heretofore, the NCAA had prohibited student athletes from gaining any income outside of their scholarships. And so the world is changing. Capitalism has taken over, and Influencer looked at Display as a great partner to help these student athletes monetize their brands. The beauty of it is that Display is compliant with all of the compliance issues that are going to arise from this. It's going to be complicated, but we're well positioned. And so when we officially launch this partnership in the next few weeks, I will bring my show back. And the idea of my show, we haven't renamed it yet because it won't be running it back with Tiki Barber. The idea of the show will be to engage with a lot of these student athletes and hear their stories and see how they are branding themselves and what's interesting to them. I'll give you an example, Sarah. When I was playing football, at University of Virginia, everybody said, oh, he's a great football player. He's going to go to the NFL. My real dream was to be an astronaut, right? I was in the engineering school. I was a geek and a nerd. And then when I left the E school, I got in the business school and studied management information, database design. And so I wanted to work for Oracle or Microsoft. This was pre-Y2K, when we thought the world was going to end. So that's what I would have talked about on my social site, not necessarily the fact that we beat Wake Forest or Clemson, whoever it may have been. So it's going to be unique. We're going to get to know student athletes in a different way, and really about what they want to brand, how they want to brand themselves.
It looks like we have a chat suggestion for a name if you want to throw this one in the hat.
Hey, that's how we got running it back, Sarah. We put it out there. We're like, name my show. And someone came out and named it. It was great play on words, obviously, because I used to be a running back.
Cookie Monster says, get in the game with Tiki Barber.
Ah,
so
I like that one.
Throw that one in.
No royalties associated with naming of Tiki's new show, by the way.
Exactly. There you go. Okay, I got one more photo, and then we're going to come back with a fun game. I could not resist pulling up this throwback because now I've seen that CJ has grown quite a bit.
Yeah, CJ's a monster now. Not really a monster, but CJ is people don't know what she is. So CJ, first of all, I'll give you the name as you see it on my display page. Is short for Claudia Jean because my wife loved The West Wing, and she looks a little bit, not to disparage this woman, Allison Janney, and so she's CJ, and now she's a big pup. She's a Saluki. Most people haven't seen Salukis. They are like greyhounds, but they have hair. And she is fast as hell, right? They're trained in the deserts of Saudi Arabia and some places in the Middle East to chase down animals like gazelles, but they don't chase and bite and to kill. They chase and hold. So she's fast, and I bought her. I wanted to buy her so that she could run with me. At top speed, they can get up to run about 3 miles. Their top speed is 43 miles per hour, which is cooking. Right. I won't be running 43 miles an hour. I won't be running 43 miles an hour, but I will be taking her out for jogs. She's still a puppy. She's only 10, so she likes to bite my wife. She loves me, so she just licks on me and lays on my head, but she bites my wife. I think she's trying to replace my spouse.
We love a cute puppy story. Y'all, we will be right back with more Tiki. Stick around.
So baby, ooh, what's up? Once I get inside it, you know I'm the truth. Start at 1, we don't end up out 2. And if I finish early, then it's round 2. So baby, ooh, what you wanna do? I'm a bungee jump inside it, I'm a fool. Say I'ma suck it, I'ma leave. Hey, blow up. I don't even understand how to put my plug talk.
She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap. Turn up, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, yeah, clap. She make it clap, yeah, clap.
Display is the social platform that puts the content creators first. Everyone is a content creator. Here's how social media works today. Advertisers pay social media giants to advertise on your content. The social giants then keep all of that money for themselves. You, the creator, never see a dime. At Display, we put the content creators first. When advertisers pay Display, you can earn a 50% award rate on the ad revenue generated from your content. We also provide a marketplace for creators to sell products and share in the profits. Creators can receive award payouts based on the affiliate commission. The rewards you earn from ad revenue and affiliate commissions will be added to your Display account every day. Display provides you a 50% award rate from the ad revenue generated from your content, while social giants share nothing. We believe creators should be rewarded for their work. Download Display from your app store today.
Welcome back to Today on Display. I'm your host, Sarah Priebus, and we've just been sitting down with former NFL running back and television personality Tiki Barber. What's up, Tiki? Welcome back. And
Thank you, Sarah.
We have just been discussing this amazing initiative and this new partnership, and we're so lucky to have you here on Display. And since we do have you here, do you mind having a little fun?
Yeah, of course. I love having fun.
Okay,
What's
great.
the point of life, right?
So since we're talking about how to get college athletes paid, we thought that it would be fitting to play a game called Name Dis Player. So we have some celebrities who maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, actually played sports during their time in college. So I'm going to read a short clue about them, and then you're going to guess who you think the right celebrity is. Now, I've printed their faces. I'm ready to pinch hint if you need it. You ready to do this?
I am. I'm
All
nervous,
right.
though.
Don't be nervous. You got these. You got these. And I'm here to help. Okay. So this University of Miami alum was a defensive lineman for the Hurricanes and went on to take Hollywood by storm in films like The Mummy and Moana. Yes?
The Rock.
Bam!
Yes, there he is. Dwayne Johnson.
You got it. It's The Rock. Awesome. See, I told you you're going to be
I
a
got that
shoo-in
one.
at this game.
Thanks for making it easy for me.
You got it. You got it. Okay. This walk-on to the Washington Huskies football team sure cooked up some great comedy during their tenure at the Soup.
Mario Lopez?
You ready for a hint?
Yes, give me a hint. I have no idea. I know his face. I don't know his name. Who is it?
Joel McHale.
Oh, Joel McHale. That's right. I didn't know he played football.
Isn't
really?
that fun? Yes. He was a walk-on, but yeah. I think it's really cool learning. When I did some research to prep this game, there are actually a lot of notable figures who were college athletes, which just goes to show you how pervasive, how many people are so skilled to be playing at this level. I got another one for you. I think you got this one. I think you got this one. Even though they were always more interested in hustling, this boss of hip hop earned a football scholarship to Albany State before making it big.
Albany State. I mean, that's the most random university in America.
Ready?
Go
Every
ahead.
day I'm hustling.
I don't know. I don't
Every
know
day
music
I'm
like
hustling.
that.
Every day I'm hustling.
This is in your realm. Tell me
It
who
is in my realm. Okay. This is Rick Ross. Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. I didn't know he played football
Boss
either.
man. This is so, now you're learning. I'm here to teach. They don't call me the trivia
See, here's the
queen.
problem. Here's the problem, Sarah. I don't listen to modern music. I listen to the stuff my mom listened to, like the Commodores and
Nothing wrong with that.
Motown and Stevie Wonder. Maybe I'll get up, to some modern era when I was growing up, like Jodeci.
It's all good. I actually pun on "Ain't nothing like a live show, baby." So that might be more up your alley. We'll bring on some of those guys next time. Exactly.
I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, one more.
right.
More. During their time at Brown University, though they only played on club teams, this Harry Potter star certainly cast a spell with her field hockey skills.
Emma Watson?
Yes!
Yes!
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, only because I love her, and my daughter is obsessed now with Harry Potter series. She's only 7, so she can't read the books, so I'm reading them to her. But the caveat is she cannot watch any of the movies, until we finish the book. So we are currently on not Chamber. We are on the Deathly Hallows.
Oh, I have to say,
so it's starting to get scary.
Those books brought me such joy. And when I did finally see the movies after I had completed all of them, I was so disappointed to learn that her name was not Hermione, but
Yes.
Hermione.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's funny.
Oh my gosh, Tiki, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all follow Tiki on Display. He's at Tiki Barber, and absolutely be sure to catch his new show on Display TV. Stay tuned for the name. We'll be right back with trivia for $5,000.
Welcome to Display Tips. The bottom menu bar unlocks many rich features. Tap the home icon to refresh and bring you back to your newsfeed. To search for friends, tags, and discover new content, tap the search icon. Reaching out or receiving messages from friends and followers is easy and right here. Your profile gives you access to all things about you. Tap the Create icon to go to the media screen and create original content and even live stream. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
It's a new year. Display 2021. Let's go. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Hey, baby, work gone, bustin' wild. This that new money, let the drugs drop. Cut that bitch off when the ball drop. Hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sit down, forget about all the crazy things that I do. See, I know you're mad, I take it back, I never wanted to hurt you. The truth is my pride is too strong, I can't keep this wall up no more.
All up in her mix, she be mixing with the red. She the plug, she finesse, she the one that caught a goal. She don't stress, she don't trip, and she fuck with all my bros. So if I gotta choose someone.
Welcome back to Today on Display and welcome to Display Trivia. This is a non-invasive trivia game. I promise it won't hurt a bit. Quick, painless, and over before you know it. If it goes well, you get some money and a lollipop. All right, now, please remove your pants. I promise, it's for the game. What? You'll get more circulation to your brain. Seriously though, comfort is key to a successful trivia game. Now, earlier, we spun the wheel to determine the jackpot, which tonight is $5,000. And in case you're just tuning in, I will re-explain the rules. You have to answer 10 questions. Wow, clearly someone needs the rules tonight. You'll have 10 seconds to pick your answer and choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game because you can keep playing along for fun. So let's do this. Let's do a practice question to get you started because it's a lot of money at stake here today. Tell me, how often do you go on vacation? Less than once a year? Once a year? A couple times a year? 3+ times a year? Help! I need a vacation now, it just can't wait. Help! I need a vacation to get my head on straight. Yes, that's a little bop from an old camp musical. Is anyone finally ready for a vacay after a year inside their houses? Count me in. Whew. All right, so what'd y'all choose? All right, we are looking at mostly less than once a year to once a year. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. Your employers should get that. But honestly, we should all be taking more, shouldn't we? Let's enjoy our lives. And you know how we can do that? By winning some money right now. You ready to do this? Here we go. It's trivia time. Question 1. All of the following are odd numbers except 1, 2, 3. All of the following are odd numbers except 1, 2, 3. Who was the odd one out here? 1, 2, or 3? Better yet, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 does not respect healthy boundaries, okay? That's why. I'll get back to psychoanalyzing 7 at a later time. Right now, we need to know which of these, 1, 2, or 3, is not an odd number. Which one is even? Which one is even? It's not very nice to call them odd, is it? Not that odd is bad, I like odd. 94% of you are gonna be sleeping like babies. Yes, you are on your way to winning. Here we go, question 2. Which is not a name for water in different states of matter? Ice, vapor, jello. Which is not a name for water in different states of matter? Ice, vapor, jello. Jello! Jello? Do you know this answer? If you do, pick it. If you don't, that's okay too. This game's, it's more about the memories that you make along the way. Ugh, who am I kidding? It's about the money. The moolah, baby, the bread, the dough. Now we're baking with butter. How many of you do not need to retake that third grade science? Yes, 93% of you are moving on to question 3. In Greek mythology, the Cyclops are giants known for this one notable feature: ear, eye, nipple. In Greek mythology, the Cyclops are giants known for this one notable feature: ear, eye, nipple. A good friend lends an ear. An even better friend lends a nipple. What? I'm talking about the tops of baby bottles. Y'all need to get your heads out of the gutter. Also, how do you fit your head into that gutter? Because, I mean, wow, you got a small head. Packed full of brains, though. Packed full of brains. The Cyclops has one eye, and 94% of you have your eye on the prize. Question 4. All of the following are significant sources of calcium in a human diet except leafy greens, corn, dairy. All of the following are significant sources of calcium in a human diet except leafy greens, corn, dairy. More like calcium-y in my tummy. All this food talk is making me pretty hungry. Remember that song Peanut Butter Jelly Time? Can that be right now? I mean, I know we scheduled it for later, but it would really help me if we could just like move it up to now. And then like if we could assign it to maybe forever. Yeah, that would be really nice. Thank you. Thanks so much. How many of you are getting your daily recommended intake here? 87% of you of those pure facts. Yes, you are, because although there are trace amounts of calcium in corn, the bulk of it in a human diet is going to come from leafy greens and dairy products. Broccoli cheddar soup, anyone? Question 5. This instrument used to tune an orchestra belongs to what category of instruments? Woodwind, string, brass. This instrument used to tune an orchestra belongs to what category of instruments? Woodwind, string, brass. Not sure what that means? Think of it this way. This instrument is basically the teacher's pet of the orchestra. The teacher asks this instrument to get up in front of the class and read their papers so all the other instrument kids have a good example. Yeah, in school that was me. But in an orchestra, it's an oboe. And I actually played it for a year of my life because, you know, I love being a teacher's pet. And this double-reeded instrument is a proud member of the woodwinds. 87% of you got that. Let's move on to question 6. Which SEC mascot is incorrectly matched to its school? Bulldog, Georgia, Wildcats, Auburn, Gator, Florida. Which SEC mascot is incorrectly matched to its school? Bulldog, Georgia, Wildcats, Auburn, Gator, Florida. For those of you who don't know, the SEC is the Southeastern Conference. It's also the Security Exchange Commission. If you get a call from them, you're probably in big trouble. Also, if you incorrectly match these mascots, you're in trouble because you're out. Like in baseball. Out! But 90% of you are in. Auburn's mascot, the Tigers, and the Wildcats call Kentucky home. I'm now being told by my producers to say, go Gators! On to question 7. The name for a female sheep is a homonym of what pronoun? Me, she, you. The name for a female sheep is a homonym of what pronoun? Me, she, you. People always say, don't be a sheep, like it's a bad thing. But being a sheep, in my humble opinion, seems pretty cool actually. You never have to make any decisions for yourself, and you're the cutest animal on the farm. Done, I'll do it. I'll be a sheep. What about you? What about you? You? E-W-E? Yeah? Is a female sheep? You got it? 87% of you did. Y'all ramming this quiz today. Next with question 8. Which of the following actors have not starred in films directed by an Interstellar co-writer? Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, Heath Ledger. Which of the following actors have not starred in films directed by an Interstellar co-writer? Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith, Heath Ledger. This is the director and screenwriter who brought us films like The Prestige, Batman Begins, and Memento. Basically all the movie posters lining the wall of your college boyfriend's freshman dorm. What, don't make fun. He was deep and sensitive and edgy, and please, Steve, take me back. I don't mean what I said about Radiohead being a snooze fest. Okay, I'll get back to Steve later. But Christopher Nolan is the guy that I'm talking about here. And the only actor here not to star in Inception or The Dark Knight? Will Smith. 80% of you are ready for Q9. Let's do it. In the CMYK color model, the M stands for a color that was first patented as a dye by a person of what nationality? Egyptian, French, Colombian. In the CMYK color model, the M stands for a color that was first patented as a dye by a person of what nationality? Egyptian, French, Colombian. The C in this acronym? Well, it's not just blue. It's not turquoise. It's not lapis. It's actually cyan. You're also blithely unaware of the fact that right now I'm ripping off the cerulean monologue from the classic 2006 Meryl Streep film, The Devil Wears Prada. And it's sort of comical how you think I'm going to stop my performance in time to reveal the answer. Okay, fine, I'll stop. The M stands for magenta, which was first developed by French chemist Francois-Emmanuel Verguin in 1859. The Y here stands for yellow, and the K is black, the key color. 86% of you got that. And we're on to the final question of the night. Question 10. Let's do this, babies. The word hippocampus can refer to all of the following except part of the brain, a collegiate institution, type of marine life. The word hippocampus can refer to all of the following except part of the brain, a collegiate institution, type of marine life. If I had to say, I'd guess that hippocampus is a place where hippos go to school, but I mean, that's not really an option here, so I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm so glad it's you all here and not me, because this is a doozy. Just do your best. That's all you can do. I believe in you, Displays. You got this. Do you got this? Do you? 85% of you got this, yes! The hippocampus is a part of the brain responsible for memory, named as such because it is shaped like the genus for seahorse species. Well done! You smarties did the thing! Awesome job tonight, Displays. You came, you played, you slayed, you got paid. And there's always more coming up tomorrow. Tune in for exclusives with the man with the voice, Marcellus Shepard, and actress and filmmaker Marissa Roper. We'll learn, we'll laugh, we'll leave with some extra cash in our pockets. Thank you, everybody. I'm Sarah Priebus, and I will catch you tomorrow on Display.
Display is the social platform that puts the content creators first. Everyone is a content creator. Here's how social media works today. Advertisers pay social media giants to advertise on your content. The social giants then keep all of that money for themselves. You, the creator, never see a dime. At Display, we put the content creators first. When advertisers pay Display, you can earn a 50% award rate on the ad revenue generated from your content. We also provide a marketplace for creators to sell products and share in the profits. Creators can receive award payouts based on the affiliate commission. The rewards you earn from ad revenue and affiliate commissions will be added to your Display account every day. Display provides you a 50% award rate from the ad revenue generated from your content, while social giants share nothing. We believe creators should be rewarded for their work. Download Display from your app store today.
For everything to just unravel so quickly was pretty devastating.
I was scared as shit.
A lot of my friends passed away.
Didn't know how long the situation would be at hand.
Whether we like it or not, our profession is forever changed.
You know, New York was hit the hardest at the beginning. It was the epicenter. So it was almost like 4 people I knew every single day was passing away. It's hard.
It just was a matter of, finding ways to keep, the family afloat and friends afloat.
me, I think really stressing the importance of my personal relationships as well as my professional relationships too. I had the time to really nurture them.
I think this platforms like Display will be beneficial going forward until we can get back to full swing.
Tune in on Display and watch me perform live.
Don't miss my live performance on Display.
On Display.
On display. On display.
Display.
On display.
Tonight on Display Fest, fresh new artist Landstrip Chip spits some of his signature bars. NYC-based global DJ sensation Venus X performs a set you won't want to miss. Then YBN Namir lays down some of the rhymes that are launching him to superstardom. 2 new dancers from World of Dance go head-to-head for fan favorite. We've got DJ Active live in studio and co-hosts Lauren Elise and